Well, conservative pundit Ann Coulter is now at war with Delta Airlines. She's been on a 3-day Twitter rant that just seems to not end. It started when her aisle seat in an exit row was unexpectedly given to someone else, and then she was left with the window seat. Well, she begins on her Twitter feed, "Hey, Delta, you mind telling me why it was an emergency to move someone else into the seat I had carefully chosen in advance and booked?" After a few more biting tweets, Coulter then publicly outs the fellow passenger. "Delta didn't give my extra room to an air marshal or top person. Here's the woman given my pre-booked seat." So she actually includes a picture. So then Delta hits back with this tweet. "And Coulter, we're sorry you did not receive the preferred seat you paid for and will refund your $30. Additionally, your insults about other customers and employees are unacceptable and unnecessary." With me now to discuss this, Jacqueline Whitmore, a former flight attendant who's now an international business etiquette expert. Great to have you on. First off, what is your reaction to this?
Well, my reaction is there was fault on both parts. First of all, it is the flight attendant's duty to make sure that all passengers are safe at all times. Ann Coulter was moved to a window seat, but it was in the same aisle, so she had the same exact legroom. She was flying from New York to Palm Beach, so it was a 3-hour flight. So most people would just say, "Hey, I'll just move and let someone else have my seat." But what I understand from the article that I read is the flight attendant said, after Ann Coulter said, "Why are you moving me?" the flight attendant said, "I don't know." And you never say, "I don't know" to a customer. In fact, what should have happened is a gate agent should have come into the airplane and told Ann why she was being moved. She did pre-choose that seat in advance. $30 is not the issue here. She doesn't want her money back. She just wanted that legroom. And from someone who has traveled frequently, I know that I also require or like to have an aisle seat. But the way she handled it, photographing a passenger who was replaced, was absolutely rude.
Right. I mean, the passenger presumably had nothing to do with the situation. But then you look at Delta's response. You know, the statement started off just saying, "Look, we're sorry that you didn't get the seat and we'll refund your money." But then, you know, the statement went on to tell her that her behavior was unacceptable. What is your take on that? Do you think Delta went too far in chastising her?
Well, first of all, anybody can complain online, and that's exactly what I would have done or recommended that someone do. And obviously, it's getting results because now we're talking about it on national television. So Delta could have offered.
But she's a big-time celebrity with millions of followers, right? I mean, she's a well-known person. She's not just like any passenger.
Right, but really the airline is not supposed to give preferential treatment. That's the bottom line. But what they could have done in that case is maybe upgrade her or move her to another seat comparable with existing legroom. And I don't mean in a middle seat or window seat, but an aisle seat. If that wasn't the case, they could have given her a voucher for $200 or $300 off her next flight. But $30 is really not acceptable.
Well, you said, just very quickly as we wrap up, you said that no one's supposed to get preferential treatment. But in this case, you don't see Delta, and correct me if I'm wrong, releasing statements like they released in her case. So it seems as though the fact that she was tweeting and so many people were reading her tweets and retweeting them struck a nerve.
Oh, absolutely. Where I see her at fault was photographing the passengers in her row. That was a violation of their privacy, and that should have never happened. But anyone, the social media is alive and well, and anyone can tweet their frustrations, and I guarantee you they will get results.
Okay, Jacqueline Whitmore, thank you.
Thank you.